Genesis chapter 48. Verse 1. And it came to pass after these things, that one told Joseph, Behold, thy father is sick, and he took his 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. Verse 2. And a man brought Joseph into the house, for his feet were hurt, with him there was no man in the house but himself, save it were the women, and they bade him arise, and Nathan his son was sitting in his knees. Verse 3. And he took them both, Ephraim in his right hand toward Israel's left hand, and Manasseh in his left hand toward Israel's right hand, and brought them near unto him. Verse 4. But Israel stretched out his right hand, and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand upon Manasseh's head, for he being the firstborn. Verse 5. And he blessed Joseph, and said, God before whom my fathers Abraham and Isaac did walk, the God which shepherded me all my life long unto this day. Historical context. In ancient Near Eastern cultures, patriarchal blessings were a common practice where an elder's blessing would be bestowed upon a younger family member to bestow favor and protection. Verse 6. The angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them, and the name of my fathers Abraham and Isaac, and let them grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. Verse 7. When Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, and he held up his father's hand, to remove it from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head. Verse 8. And Israel said unto Joseph, Put thy hand under my thigh, and swear unto me that thou shalt not forget I Abraham and Isaac they two. Verse 9. He sware unto him, and Israel bowed himself upon the bed's head. Verse 10. And it came to pass, as soon as Israel had made an end of commanding his son Joshua, that he died, being old and full of days. Genesis chapter 49. Verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons, and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Verse 2. Gather yourselves together, and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Verse 3. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Verse 4. Unstable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed, then defiledst thou it, he went up to my couch. Verse 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren, instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. Verse 6. O my soul, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly, mine honor, be not thou united, for in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall. Verse 7. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob, and scatter them in Israel. Verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise, thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies, thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp, from the prey, my son, thou art gone up, he stooped down, he lay down as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? Verse 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the obedience of the people be. Verse 11. Binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's colt unto the choice vine, he washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. Verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. Verse 13. Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for an haven of ships, and his border shall be unto Sidon. Verse 14. Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burdens. Verse 15. And he saw that rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute. Verse 16. Dan shall judge his people, as one of the tribes of Israel. Verse 17. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse heels, so that his rider shall fall backward. Verse 18. I have waited for thy salvation, O Lord. Verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Verse 20. Out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties. Verse 21. Naphtali is a hind let loose, he giveth goodly words. Verse 22. Joseph is a fruitful bough, even a fruitful bough by a well, whose branches run over the wall. Verse 23. The archers have sorely grieved him, and shot at him, and hated him. Verse 24. But his bow stayed in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong in the name of the Lord, the Rock of Israel. Verse 25. Even by the God of thy father who shall help thee, and by the Almighty, which shall bless thee with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lieth under, blessings of the breasts, and of the womb. Verse 26. The blessings of thy father have prevailed above the blessings of my progenitors unto the utmost bound of the everlasting hills, they shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren. Verse 27. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf, in the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil. Verse 28. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel, and this is it that their father spake unto them, and blessed them, every one according to his blessing he blessed them. Verse 29. And he charged them, and said unto them, I am to be gathered unto my people, bury me with my fathers in the cave that is in the field of Ephron the Hittite. Verse 30. In the cave that is in the side of the rock of Machpelah, which is before Mamre, in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought with the field of Ephron for a possession of a burying place. Verse 31. There they buried Abraham and Sarah his wife, there they buried Isaac and Rebekah his wife, and there I buried Leah. Verse 32. The purchase of the field, and of the cave, which is in it, was from the children of Het. Verse 33. And when Jacob had made an end of commanding his sons, he called for his sons, and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may say these words unto you again, and call my sons that they may stand round about me. Verse 34. And he said, My son Benjamin shall raven as a wolf, in the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil. Verse 35. Then took Joseph's 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, and brought them up, and presented them unto him. Verse 36. And he blessed the lads, set them every one before him. Verse 37. And said, My father, thou shalt give the portion of the children which proceed out of my loins, and them shalt thou ordain unto me. Verse 38. Thus have I been very fruitful and multiplied in a stall, and thus hast thou ordained for me in the place where thou doest ordain it. Verse 39. And he took him, and made him to ride on his knee, and as for Ephraim, he set him before Isaac his father. Verse 40. And Israel stretched out his right hand, and laid hold of Ephraim's left hand, turning his hands backward the wrong way. Verse 41. And he blessed Joseph, and said, The God before whom my father